Okay, morning everyone. Looking at the US markets, the Dow has earlier on reached above the 22,000 psychological level and continued to trend higher, rising above the 23,000 psychological level as well. And after the recent consolidation between the 23,100 points and the 23,600 points level, we did see the Dow has made breakout above the 23,600 points level, closing at a fresh all-time high level on overnight, rise about 1% or 25 points. Gains on overnight itself was mainly due to the Senate decision could be taking a step closer towards the towards passing the formation plan. So if that were to materialize, we see for towards the 24,000 psychological level, that will be the key resistance for the Dow Jones Index for now. So for any pullback, will be a healthy pullback before the next run resume on the Dow Jones Index. Similarly, on the S&P 500, we did see the S&P 500 has made a good breakout of the 2,500 psychological level, and since then the S&P 500 continues to be supported along the EM20 level and earlier some resistance along the 2,600 level as well. After rising after several attempts to retest the 2,500 psychological level, we did see the S&P 500 has closed strongly above the 2,600 psychological level. So moving forward, any pullback will be a healthy one before the next uptrend to resume for S&P 500 towards a fresh new high of 2650 or 2675 level for the S&P 500. Okay, updates on the crude oil prices. As earlier recovered from the recent remarks, since then the crude prices faced some of the resistance along the 52, 53. And after breaching above the $52 barrel level, we did see a healthy breakout, pullback, and the continuation pattern kick in on the crude prices towards the 59 mark. After touching the 59 mark, we did see some of the mild weakness coming back in on the crude prices, mainly due to the uncertainty of the Russia's to either join OPEC in extending their production cut, coupled with the unexpected build-up in US inventory level. Moving forward, we are expecting some more weakness on the prices towards the 55 or 56 or just the EMA level. Once we see some recovery on top of the EMA 20, then we might see further upside for the prices back towards the 59 or even towards the $60 barrel mark. All in all, prices is making a good high and also the higher low formation throughout this period of time, implying that the on the short to mid term is intact at current juncture. Okay, so this on our local front, the FMKLCI has faced some rejection on the 1750 level. Since then, the key index has violated below the 1730 and subsequently maintained its position below the 1730 level. But recently, we did see some of the good hammer candles being formed on the FMKLCI. On intraday itself, the key index has tanked sharply, but some of the bargain hunt activity has kicked in over the past 3 trading days as the key index has rose from its intraday low. So moving forward, tracking the you might see some of the further bargaining hunting activities of the FMKLCI, but gains for now will just cap towards the 1730 level. In the meantime, the 1700 will serve as the immediate support level for now. The key index is still very much on the weaker side. You see that it's still below the 0 level and has turned red on yesterday, whereas the RSI is still on the oversold position. On the FM small cap wise, we did see the lower liners has seen some of the has taken a beating since mid of or early of November. Since then, some of the mild bargain hunting activities on the FM small cap index that we are seeing this as just a technical recovery and the sell on yesterday itself. So moving forward, we're expecting furtherness on the lower liners to 16,730 points level. That would be the previous support level for now. If the 16,630 level were to hold, then I see the recovery pattern on the FM Stock Index, a technical one towards the 16,100 points level. In the meantime, if the 16,630 points level were to fail to hold, then we might see further weakness to the 16,000 level. Let's monitor the 16,630 points level. Some of the stocks that can watch out for, one of it will call. Velcro has a cover of the $1.23 a level recently towards the recent peak of around the $1.50. Since then, price has pulled back just towards the EMA 9 or EMA 20 level, forming a hammer candle. It made a sideways consolidation over the past 1.5 weeks trading period, and subsequently made a good breakout on yesterday, accompanied by some improvement in volumes. Following the breakout of 4 cents, we can trade Velcro towards the 156 or even towards the 60 cents level, located below the $1.37. If you're interested, if you are taking position on top of the $1.40 level. For Georgetown, price continues to be on the uptrend rally towards the $3.30 level. After touching the $3.30 level on several occasions, we did not see any follow-through buy interest. Instead, price rejected the 330 and pullback. Once again, rejected the $3.30 and pullback. But recently, we did see a good recovery pattern as price has once again attempt to retest the $3.30 resistance level. So moving forward, we are going to monitor the $3.30 resistance breakout. Upon the breakout of $3.30, we can trade just the $3.50 60 level on Georgetown. Your immediate support will be located towards the previous low of $3.07 on Georgetown. On indicators wise, everything is quite positive right now. As you can see that the MACD indicators have usually issued a buy signal. It's close above the signal line, whereas the RR continues to maintain its stance as well. That we can watch out for will be Gadang. Gadang has hit the recent peak of around the $1.37 level after the recent sharp V-shaped recovery pattern. Since then, price has traded on a sideways trend and subsequently pullback. So we did see a good bullish engulfing candle was being formed on Gadang yesterday, implying that buyers are ready to bargain hunt on Gadang following recent pullback. So Gadang, how many we're going to monitor for this $1.10 level? Upon the breakout of $1.10 level, then we can trade Gadang towards the 120, towards the previous peak of 137. Your stop loss point is below the $1.01 level for Gadang. So the immediate target price at 120 towards the 128 and subsequently towards the 127 10 cents. If we look at the weekly chart itself, this is certainly a very good healthy buy hunting chart. Following the recent sell, we see a good hammer candle being formed on top of the 1 and 1 level, implying that this could be a reversal signal for Gadang towards the 120 or even towards the 128. For Kuskapi, price has made a very good rally done. It made a good rally sideways. Once again, it made a good rally. Price has staged a pullback with just significant volumes during a pullback phase, implying that the buyers during this period are still in position on Kuskapi. Price has again hit the 15.5 cents level resistance and subsequently pulled back towards the 37 cents. So yesterday we did see a good breakout of the 42 cents level, accompanied by some of the marked volumes. So for Kuskapi, any pullback for now will be a healthy one for Kuskapi for us to accumulate around the 37 cents before the next wave to resume towards the 45.5 cents or even towards the 15.5 level for Kuskapi, located below the 7 cents level. For Astro, price has made a good recovery from the 2.47 cents level. Since then, price has hit an intraday of 2.94 cents from a shooting star candle. Since then, Astro has pulled back just to the EMA on 20 days level and staged a recovery pattern. So this will be a breakout, pullback, and a potential continuation pattern for Astro towards the 294 and subsequently towards the RM3.01 level, with your stop loss point located below the RM2.67 level threshold. Very healthy chart because you can see that during this rally phase, we did see the MACD has been trending higher. It pulled back, and once again, following this bullish candle, as price rose above May or 30 days level, we did see that MACD indicator has reduced a buy signal, whereas the RSI has risen above the 50 as well. Will be firstly Libico. Just give me a minute for the chart to load. Then we did mention for the symmetrical triangle breakout above the 30.5 cents level. Price did breakout. It hit the first target price of 34 cents. Just towards the 29 cents level and form a good bullish candle yesterday itself. So moving forward, we're expecting price to retest these 34 cents, and upon a breakout of 34 cents, we are anticipating Libico to trend towards the 30 cents level. That will be the next target price, and subsequently towards the 40.5 cents level for Libico. Your middle stop loss point located below the 30.5 cents level once there's a breakout above the 34 cents for Libico. Everything is also quite positive on Libico right now. The MACD indicator has slowly been creeping higher. It has already turned green yesterday following this bullish candle. Whereas the RSI continues to maintain its stance above the 50 level as well. Last company of the day will be PMC Life. While waiting for part to load, if you have questions, you can put in your chat box and I'll reply you shortly. Okay, for TMC Live, price has made a good recovery pattern from the 3.5 cents level. During this period of time, we did see a lot of volumes were being accumulated on TMC as well. After recovering from the 23 cents level, price has made a first wave of breakout pullback, was established towards the recent peak of 92 cents. And after that, price has pulled back just towards the EMA 20 level and traded sideways. For TMC Live, we are going to monitor for this sideways consolidation breakout of the 90 cents level. Upon the breakout of 90 cents level, we also anticipate for the market trend intact rotation to be established. The EMA 920, 60, and 120 has been in line for us to trade towards the first target price of 93.5 cents or towards the 96 cents level. Your stop loss point will be located below the 86.5 cents level for TMC Live. Following this bullish candle, we did see MACD indicator turn green, whereas the RSI continues to maintain above the 50 level as well. If any questions, you can put in the chat box and I'll reply you shortly. If there's no question for today, then I end the morning briefing. Thank you.